Hi, it's Creepy Christine coming to you from my basement studio in the East End of Toronto. This is my second studio tour video, so I'm not going to go over the same products in as much detail. The first tour I mentioned one of my most popular items, which is my inappropriate gift tags. They say things like, "For you because I felt obligated." I would never wear that. I would never wear this, but I have a feeling you will. If this doesn't get regifted, I don't know what would. There are 2 packs of 10 different tags in each pack. So 20 different inappropriate gift tags in total. That is my life's work. I'm not making any more gift tags. Moving on. Some of the cards. My 2 best sellers online are my Christmas card. The bestseller is the Alistair Sim Bah Humbug card. The other best-selling card, believe it or not, is my wishing you all the best with your vasectomy. It has a little graveyard with little sperms going up to the sky. Some of my other holiday cards that I didn't mention in the last studio tour are another Bah Humbug, but this one has actual bugs on it. And it says Bah Humbug with the insects. Merry Christmas cat lady card, another cat card with a wrapped fish and a cat saying happy stinking holidays. And this one is got a pair of grandparents and a grandchild, and the grandfather is saying, "Grandma and I talked and we prefer something like a gift certificate this year. We love you, but we really have no use for your craft projects." The other thing I showed in my last one was my cootie catcher. They come pre-filled and say things like, there will be a very wise cat in your life. Sometimes at night you turn into a bat without realizing it. My new ornament for this year, which I didn't show in the last tour, is it's a pine cone, but in the pine cone, if you look at the detail, it has colored little eyes in it. And to me, they are, in my head, they're animal eyes. They're in more animal eye colors. So it comes in a little box with actual pine cones. There you go. I'm gonna show you some of the quirkier items I have in my Etsy shop. This actually sells quite well. This is one of my products that I did the lettering, but it doesn't actually have any of my own illustration on it. It's just a repurposed canister. And what I do is I do an antiquing. I paint them and I do a crackle effect to make it look old. And it has a label on it that says leeches. So it's for your home or clinical bloodletting purposes. But this one's also food safe, so if you want, you can keep your cookies in a leech's pot. I sell quite a few of these. And I've sold, oddly, more than usual this year. I don't know if people think that clinical bloodletting is maybe preventative medicine. Not sure. Anyway, one of my other items that I have posted is it's one of those rolling ball toys. This one is coffin shaped and it has a skeleton clown in it, and he's called the Nasty Clown. It's named after my brother-in-law. Sometimes when he has a couple extra drinks, there's a character that comes out and we call it the Nasty Clown. Anyway, fun toy, 7 little balls, and they are all tested to make sure that you can actually get the balls in the little holes. So those 2 items are on my Etsy shop, not in my own website. I try and keep it different because just to have different things in different shops. Now I'm going to go over some of my illustration style. My illustration style is very detailed and texture. I like a lot of lines. I like a lot of detail. I use fine archival ink Japanese pens. Those are my favored medium. I draw a lot of things like moths and birds because I really like the texture of their wings. I also draw a lot of bats, animal skulls, human anatomy, because I like the texture. The other thing I do, other than just flat illustration, is that I do a lot of 3D shadow boxes, and I'll use pieces of my illustrations. So these are ones, you're going to get a little bit of glare from the light, but this is actually one of the biggest, this is the biggest shadow box I've ever done. And it is all windows themed, and there are moths gathered outside the window. And this is this one and this one are my two pieces that are inspired by 2020. So there's no people in them. They're just a bunch of windows, and there's moths gathered around the outside. Presumably there are people inside keeping home, keeping safe. And it's just kind of, they have some messages in them about 2020, and they also have some other references. There are to time and the passage of time. There's two more detailed videos about these particular pieces on my Instagram if you're interested in learning more about them. I've also done this year a series of flying sharp objects. So this is a pair of Victorian scissors with bat wings, and it's got little scrolls that say flying with scissors. This one is a flying dagger with bat wings, and it says not my fault. And there was another one that I posted, and it sold within one day on my website. So I'm making a print. This is the print that I'm making. I'm going to frame. It is a flying bat wing corkscrew, and it says wine flies. So within 24 hours, someone had snapped that one up. And then some of my more recent pieces that I've made actually just finished this week. This is not a new item, but I made two more little Sugar Skull Stormtrooper Dia de los Muertos Ofrenda shadow boxes. So it's a Sugar Skull Stormtrooper in a sort of Day of the Dead style altar. So those two are going into my Etsy shop, but I do have bigger ones of the same thing on my own website. I've also made some little shadow boxes of some famous sideshow freak characters. So these are some from way back. This is Chang and Eng Bunker, the original conjoined twins. They were the inspiration to the term Siamese twin because they were actually from Thailand. This is the four-legged girl from Texas, Myrtle Corbin, and I've put some detail around the outside of the frame, so it's got like a sideshow curtain on the outside of the frame on both of those pieces. And lastly, I was thinking about what can I make sort of romantic for Valentine's Day. So yeah, an anatomical human heart with a bunch of scrolls around it that have quotes from Edgar Allan Poe on love. So there's a bunch of different ones, and this one is kind of a sarcophagus shaped one with the Edgar Allan Poe quotes, and actually one of them is from the book Camilla. That's this one. And it's got a sort of tattoo heart on either end, and then inside it's got moss, a little frame, a flaming heart frame on a little gold leaf frame, and moss and flowers. And I did a couple more of the same kind of thing, just with different always found objects in my shadow boxes. They're just good treasure hunt secondhand finds, and I love mixing and matching and putting them together. That's kind of fun for me. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.